Am I the asshole for breaking up with my boyfriend over this? What is this? It's a mystery. I, 23 male, broke up with my boyfriend, 25 male, of 2 years last night, and now I'm wondering if I overreacted. My cousin, 29 female, just got married to her wife, 28 female, in this beautiful ceremony. They're the first queer couple in our family to get married, and it meant a lot to me personally. Growing up, I didn't even know if I'd be allowed to be out, let alone see two women I love and admire stand up and be celebrated. My boyfriend, we'll call him Zach, came with me. He's met most of my family before everything seemed fine. During the reception, things got emotional. A few people gave unplanned toasts, and my cousin asked if I wanted to say something. I kept it short, just said how proud I was and how beautiful it was to see queer love honored like that. That was it. When I sat down, Zach leaned over and quietly whispered, for someone who's not even in the wedding, you're really trying to make it your moment. I thought he was joking and gave him a look. Then he added something along the lines of, "You gonna cry again? Or save it for our wedding that we're never having?" Wow, that was okay. He smirked like it was nothing. I laughed awkwardly because I didn't want to cause a scene and ruin my cousin's wedding, but it stuck with me. I didn't say anything right away because it was not the time or place. I didn't want to make the night about me or create any drama. Later, back at our hotel, I brought it up. I said his comment hurt, especially since he knows how much this wedding meant to me. He brushed it off, saying, "Jesus, you're still on that? It was a joke. You were getting so sappy, I thought you were going to propose." I told him I didn't think it was funny and that he took a moment that mattered to me and made me feel stupid for caring. He kept calling me sensitive and said I was overthinking everything, like always. So I told him I was done. I packed my stuff, called a friend, and left. His text sent saying I made a scene out of nothing, that I chose a weird hill to die on, and that I will regret throwing away a good thing over a dumb joke. Am I the asshole?
I feel like it was a righteous end.
A righteous end?
Mm-hmm.
Like it was needed to be end?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Why you say that?
For Mr. Zachary Binks to respond in that manner, he didn't want to be there.
Yeah.
I feel like, of course, I get it. Like when it's the wedding atmosphere and love is everywhere, some people do get caught up in their emotions, and Zach was like, man, get this weak ass shit up out of here. Now, that's homie Zach. No heat on you for that. Cause I get that. Niggas need to chill out. Motherfuckers need to chill out with all, it's like baby fever. Then in wedding season, women, everybody want to ring, everybody want to get married. I get all that. But I just feel like Zach, he wasn't fucking with the dude. Like I feel like their relationship ran its course, and no, you're not the asshole.
Yeah, I don't think he's an asshole at all. I definitely think Zach did take a moment that was supposed to be beautiful because people love, right? And so the fact that he's seeing something happen in his family that he didn't believe that would ever be accepted, that created more emotion for him. And for Zach to be like so negative about a really sweet and nice moment. And then to say on top of that, say before our wedding that we'll never have is wild to say. You know,
but you never gonna have it. Why you say it?
Right? And why would you say that in that moment? Like, why would you?
Maybe Zach got some underlying issues that he's not honest with himself about.
Right? Because why would you even say that?
Right.
You know.
It stems from somewhere.
Yeah, because you already been like rude by telling him like, oh, you've taken the spotlight, but then on top of that, you're gonna throw in, we not gonna ever get married. Save it for a wedding that we're never gonna have. So you're telling him never to express his emotion and his happiness for other people,
and that was like prime time
to do that,
right?
Even though everybody else was expressing themselves and talking about how much they love and care for his cousin. But when he does it, it's a problem.
Yeah, so, no, you're not the asshole, mister.
Absolutely. And anybody that says something mean and then say it's a joke, it's not a joke. They're only saying it's a joke because you got upset. And you're holding them accountable. Yeah. Other than that, it wasn't a joke. They really meant all of that, 100%. And he told us that's a weird hill to die on.
I don't agree with that. But
you're a weird person for saying it. I wouldn't be on this hill, Zach, if you didn't say what you said. Like the fuck? You know? Listen, I broke up for less. I stopped talking to people for less. Okay? So you gonna dismiss and be rude about my emotions and how I feel at my cousin's wedding? You can go. So,
because we ain't got to be here.
Because we ain't got to be here at this point. And then you already told me that you don't want to be here. Once you said that we might not, we ain't gonna ever have a wedding. So you don't even see a future with me.
But like I said, that could be some underlying issues that Zach had to deal with himself. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But like I said, righteous ending, because you need to find somebody that is ready for what you're ready for. Zach not ready. He got to do some healing. He got to do some searching, some self-development.
Well, he need to do something.
Or just he need to find somebody who's at the same level he on, and they can be in that mind state together and those feelings together.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, Zach needs some healing. One more. Am I the asshole for giving my daughter $60 a week, but my son nothing?
Yeah. This is a good one. Let's get into it.
Let's get into it. Okay. I, 45 female, have 2 kids, 17 female, 15 male. We moved earlier this year to be closer to my parents as my parents' health is declining. My daughter was excited about the move, but my son has struggled to adjust. Due to the move, my job shifted to hybrid and I needed to work from home and have a home set up. My bedroom is too small and the only options were the lounge or one of the kids' rooms during school hours. I proposed this to them. My son flat out refused. No way, hell. But my daughter offered her room, half joked about charging me rent for the space. Okay. I thought
context.
I thought it was fair as I get a $20 a day work from home allowance. I agreed to give it to her if she was okay with me setting up a small office in her room. I work from 8:30 to 5 and she usually starts homework right after I finish, so it's worked out well. Now the issue, my son is pissed that his sister is getting $60. I don't do regular allowance, just canteen money, about $10 a week, and other needs that comes up. I told him he had the same opportunity and was now shit out of luck. He got angry and brought up the move, saying that he never gets to see his friends. For the record, I drive them back to visit every 2 weeks for visits. I told him I understand his feelings, but said I wouldn't tolerate being spoken to like shit. He then started an argument with his sister too, going on her for being an optimistic bitch, and she called him a whiny little asshole. Cool. To cool off, I've offered one of them the option to stay at their grandparents for the night, not as a punishment, but to break the tension. My son opted to go, and while dropping him off, my mom told me I was favoring my daughter and should be paying them equally. My dad disagreed, saying my son had the chance and was shit out of luck. Am I the asshole? Um, Oh, just to add more context, the conversation took place over a course of the afternoon, and I didn't immediately agree to the deal with my daughter. I offered to my son first, who reiterated, hell no, and get the fuck out of my room. First of all, the language that you're taking with your mom is outlandish.
Because I'll be in the casket somewhere. I wouldn't even be in the casket. I'll be on the side of the curb.
I also should mention the reason I have the smallest room is due to the lack of insulation in the ceiling flooring, making it damp. And as we're heading into winter, I wasn't sending either kid in there. The room also fits a single bed and a set of drawers with essentially no other space at all. We own the house in New Zealand, and I don't have the spare cash to get it insulated at the moment or even fit any equipment to work from home in there. So it sounds like the spaces that her room itself does not have the ability to hold her equipment and everything like that. So according to Reddit, they put her as the asshole, but I do not agree at all.
Yeah, so, no asshole, mama.
So let me before I talk about what I feel and how I feel about it, let me read a comment. Okay, let's read a comment real quick. Okay. I need she requested I need unbiased opinions. I don't want to play favorites or alienate my son, but I also feel like I've been feared. He was offered the same deal before his sister was, and he said hell no. I feel like I'm using her space. It's more than fair to compensate her for it with the allowance I'm paid from work, but because my parents had differing opinions, I'm starting to second guess myself. So that's just a little bit more context. So, first of all, I'm not reading that shit. That shit was way too long. Obviously, I'm not sure where everyone's from and what is standard there, but $60 in New Zealand is only $35 USD. That is roughly enough to go out once a week with friends. While I consider that a fairly high allowance, I wouldn't consider it outrageous. It's also not just the 1.5 hours a day she displays, it's having all of OP's work equipment in there outside of that. Plus just knowing that you'll never have true privacy is also a thing. I'm clicking. So some people think that there's some favoritism, some people saying that it's not. So and you want to go first, or you want me to tackle this?
Go ahead.
Okay. So in my opinion, and probably not humbly because I can care less, in my opinion, one, the fact is that the opportunity was presented to the son first. So that means both children had the opportunity to agree or not agree to allowing her to use their space, their rooms for her office, right? And so that was an equal opportunity, period. The sister put it in her mind to make an arrangement with her mom and say, yeah, you can use my space if you pay me, right? So it's a benefit for her.
Did she say that?
Yeah, the daughter did say that.
No, I thought the mom was just...
No, the daughter came up with the idea of charging. So mom was being... I
like her.
Mom was being nice. First of all, for me... And
the daughter's all about capitalism at a young age. She's going to be rich.
And the way that mom said it, sounds like daughter was joking. So daughter probably would have still let her mom use the space without even compensation. But she put it out there, right? Closed mouths don't get fed. Mm-hmm. And she so for a teenager, hell yeah. And so the fact is, he had an opportunity. It's not showing favoritism. It's showing the fact that, hey, I asked you as a parent being respectful and asking if I can utilize your space. One, she was very kind. Very kind. Because me, as a mom, I'm not asking nobody who lives in my house rent-free. But you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to tell you, whoever got the bigger space, that I'm going to use your space. Because most of the day, you're going to be at school. And it doesn't even matter. And you can sit your ass upstairs in the living room or in the kitchen and do your homework for an hour and a half while I'm in this room finishing up my work. Okay, so the mom was very gracious. She was very kind. First of all,
fuck them kids.
Absolutely.
Man, fuck them
kids.
Because
let my daughter have said, get the fuck out of my room. Hell no. Hell would have been the only word that came out the mouth. No wouldn't even came out the mouth. No would have been teeth would have been missing. Okay? Cause who you talking to? Who you talking to?
Y'all know.
Are you serious? Ain't no way a child, let alone my child, is gonna be that disrespectful to me. I don't know what Reddit got going on with calling this person the asshole.
They from Sweden, baby.
All I know is that.
Is that how y'all been down to Sweden?
All I know is that little boy would have been sleeping in the hallway. By the time I got done, that whole room would have been my office, and he would have been in the hallway. Okay? Because who you talking to? Because who you talking to? What you mean? And soon as my mama would have been like, oh, yeah, you showing favoritism. Pack up his little shit, and you get to stay with Granny. So that way you don't have to worry about favoritism. Okay? You mad because your sister was smarter than you and became an opportunist. And it's nothing wrong being an opportunist. It's about, hey, let me negotiate and talk like a civilized person. Because clearly you in your feelings because you had to move. And you upset. And your mama's still taking you back and forth for every 2 weeks to go visit your bum ass friends. But now you want to talk to me like I'm greasy, like fat me and greasy. Baby, you ain't gonna see those friends ever again. Because how you getting there? How you getting there? Okay? Because who you talking to? Okay? But no, for real. No, I mean 100% of everything I said, but let me calm down. Yeah.
When you got teenagers, every parent out here, they got different ways they want to raise their teenagers. Teenagers become young adults.
He a little punk.
He seems very entitled. But the fact that the mother gave both of her children a choice, the son made his choice, the daughter made hers. That's it. You're getting them ready to be adults. You get them ready to go out to the world. They gonna have opportunities. Things gonna be presented to themselves. He can go out there, somebody like, hey, kid, we're gonna give you this position and we're gonna pay you X, Y, and Z. He say, get the fuck out of my face, get the fuck out of my room. That's his personality, that's his choice. All right, now you deal with what comes with that. You can't hate and get mad because the opposite, another person got offered the same thing and they accepted it. Ain't no favoritism. This is life.
It's not even accepted. It's the fact that the person had the same opportunity and they negotiated. They had the ability to be like, well, I know this is a disadvantage for me. How can I have an advantage?
Get something out of it.
Yeah, I got something out of it. You looking at it as somebody taking something from you, and then you're going to be rude and disrespectful about it, but then get mad at the next person who said, okay, this is what's been presented to me. What can I gain from this? Instead of like pushing it away, what can I gain from this? You mad. You call her opportunity. She is. You slept on the opportunity.
And we'll see, hey, let's look forward 7 years from now, 10 years from now, and see where that little girl and that little boy at.
He gonna be on his mama's couch talking to her like crazy.
Or at his grandma's house. Because that's what they do. They go to grandma's house. They go to granny.
Because grandma, she the one showing favoritism. No accountability.
And grandpa, he know what's up.
Facts.
Because he a man.
He
know how life is. They ain't nothing given to you. Absolutely. That was an opportunity for her just to ask, hey, can I use your room? Maybe that was it. Like you made the point of saying like, the daughter said, yeah, if you pay me. She thought about it. The son was like, oh, you just want to use my room? Get the fuck out of my room. He ain't think.
Right. That's the point. He's not a thinker.
Be a thinker, not a stinker.
Because he's stinking up the joint. Because at this point, who are you talking to? And she's emphasized the words. So I know he said those words.
And coming into this, yeah, it seemed like she was the asshole. But once you get out all the information that's out there, hey, you're not the asshole, mama.
She wouldn't even been the asshole in my eyes if she never paid anybody. Okay? At the end of the day, she wouldn't have been the asshole. First of all, this job puts a roof over our head.
Food
at
on
the end
your
of
back,
the day,
internet.
At the end of the day, ain't not one room in this building. Ain't not one room in this house that I can't go into. Okay? Privacy is a privilege. I give you the privilege of privacy while you obey the rules that's in my house and you feel like you can be respectful. As soon as you disrespectful and you break these rules, privacy gets snatched. And people be like, that's not okay. Do that in the real world. What happened? Where your privacy go? Because when you get locked up, do you got privacy?
She had a bump.
Huh? Absolutely not.
Because we ain't got to be here.
Yeah, we do now.
Like, share, and subscribe. Please share, comment. Interaction is welcome.
Yeah. So, love after swipe. D. Marie.
Mr. Terry.